guys, welcome to Well of Inspiration. My name is Erica, and I'm going to do the Wanderlust Tag that Amanda Muse created. I've just become a huge fan of her channel, and she's inspired me so much that I thought that I would do my first video here on the blog and on YouTube. And yeah, it's going to be the Wanderlust Tag. So I kind of want to explain why I decided to do this tag in the first place, and that's because if you read my blog, you'll know that I lived in the UK, in London, for almost 2 years, and have now moved back to Toronto, where I'm originally from. So I feel like I've kind of been an expat for a while before moving back here. I met my fiance there, who's British, who is now an expat living in Toronto. So I feel like my situation kind of, resembles, not really because I don't live in Malaysia, but kind of resembles what Amanda is going through right now, but the opposite, if that makes any sense. Anyways, so that's kind of my situation. And also growing up, I was really fortunate. My parents always traveled. I'm originally from Romania. I was born there, and then we moved to Germany, and I lived there for 2 years, and then we moved back to Romania, and then we decided to move to Canada when I was 9. So that's kind of my backstory, and kind of explains my passion for travel and why I love it. So yeah, let's get into these questions. Don't mind me, I'm going to be looking at my map for the questions, and then we'll go from there. So question number 1 is your most treasured passport stamp. I've got my passport here. It's in this cute little passport holder, and here, I'll just show you. Yeah, Canada, what? Anyways, yeah, my passport picture is horrendous, by the way. It's actually the worst. Oh, I hate that they don't make you smile. They're like, oh, you have to be all serious, and then you don't know what to do, so you're like, was that all good? And then you end up looking like a convict. Anyway, back to the question. My most treasured passport stamp. Let me look through it. I love my passport. I have so many stamps in here because it's from when I was in the UK, and I did a lot of traveling while I was in the UK. So, does your UK entrance clearance visa count? I think that would probably be my most treasured stamp, is when I actually moved to the UK, which was August 25th, 2011, according to the stamp in Gatwick, by the immigration officer. That's my most treasured stamp. Amazing. Amazing. So yeah, that's my passport. On to question number 2. Can you recite your passport number from memory if asked? Yes or no? No, I cannot. I wish I could. Let me see if I even remember the numbers. Yeah, no. No, I could not. I wish I could. I wish that I traveled enough for me to be able to do that. Maybe that's my goal. My goal in life is to memorize my passport number. Okay, question number 3. Preferred method of travel, planes, trains, or automobiles? Well, depending where it is I'm going. So usually I prefer planes because they take you far away from where you are. So right now I'm in Toronto, so I would love to get onto a plane and go to I don't know, China or something. So probably planes, and although I can't sleep on planes, I'm not very comfortable on them. I think they're the ones that take you farthest away. Although, I love driving. I love road trips. They're so much fun. I just came back, actually. This weekend we went to the States. So road trips are always fun. You can blast your music and sing out loud to them like a loser when you're on the highway. Do you ever get that when you're on the highway and you're like, wah, and then you stop at a red light and then somebody's watching you be a giant idiot? Happens to me all the time. All the time. Okay, anyways. Question number 4. Top 3 travel items. Okay, so number 1 is camera. That's given, I think. You know, you want to take pictures of where you're going, always. Number 2, depends on where you're going, really. Sunscreen is the second thing that came into my head, funnily enough. Funnily, is that a word? Anyway. So, yeah, sunscreen, because if you're going, you know, somewhere warm, you want to take care of your skin, all that stuff. So sunscreen. And number 3 is, travel item. God, I don't even know. Like, does your passport count? I know that's a really stupid thing. Clothes? Yeah, I'm all about the fashion, so probably clothes. I know there's not one travel item, but clothes, looking nice, you know, having a bit of swag, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, question number 5, hostel or hotel? Again, it depends on where I'm going. I'm okay with doing hostels because I like to travel on the cheap, and me and my fiance, we've been in hotels, we've been in hostels. I mean, I don't really mind, as long as, because sometimes you have really bad experiences with hostels, so kind of got to do your research ahead of time if you're going to a hostel, but really, I'm okay with anything at this point. Number 6, are you a repeat visitor or do you explore new places? Ideally, I like to explore new places. Funny, I have been back to, say, Paris like 3 times. London, I mean, I lived there, but before that, I went twice, so the 3rd time I actually moved there. Places like Budapest, for example, I've been there numerous times, you know. So I do tend to go back to some places that I really like, but in general, I do like to go and explore new places, just because I think it's better to kind of travel the world, see everything, you know, new experiences, new cultures, new food, new everything is always, I think, better. But, you know, if you have that treasure place that you love to go back to, like, I love Paris. I've been obsessed with Paris since the age of, like, 15 or 16 or something when I went there for the first time. So, like, that, you know, I will always want to go back to Paris or London. Question number 7. Do you read up on your destination, culture, history, safety, or do you wing it? A lot of the times, if I'm traveling with my fiance, we wing it. Because, you know, this is gonna sound weird, but because he's my fiance, he's a guy, he's a man, or whatever, I feel safer with him getting into new situations that maybe I might not be comfortable with going by myself or with other girlfriends. I know that's kind of like, you know, as a girl, I should be independent, whatever, but I feel safer. I feel much safer with my fiance because, you know, if something happens that we're unsure of, say we get to a hostel and it's horrible, service is horrible, the people there are scary, whatever, I'm a bit more comfortable being around that situation with him. Whereas if I was going by myself or with a group of girlfriends, I usually do my research. I usually like to know, okay, this is where we're going, this is what we're going to do. But if I'm with my fiance, again, we kind of just wing it. Favorite travel website. Does Google count? I don't really have one. I just kind of Google everything. Just kind of go for it and say, I'm going to India, you know. And then I do like to read up on a lot of reviews of people that, you know, have been to the places that I want to go to. I kind of want to know what they're saying. So if they're like, oh my God, don't go to, you know, whatever, like don't go to this hostel or don't go to this restaurant, I got food poisoning, that kind of thing, I would like to know because I really don't want to get food poisoning. Never had it, don't want to experience it. You know what I mean? Okay. Number 9. Where would you recommend a friend to visit? Name, city, and why? Okay, this is hard. There's so many, but I think I'm going to go with India, Goa. I know that's not a city. I don't remember the city we were in. Is that bad? Okay, you know what? Forget it. India, Hampi. That's the city. Amazing. It's like you're walking into a movie set. Literally, you go and you're taking this bus. It's like an air-conditioned bus, and it's horrible, and you want to like die because it's so cold, even though outside it's like ridiculously hot. So you take this bus. It's like 2 hours from Goa. You go, you get there, and you're swamped by these little like tuk-tuk drivers and everything. And you get there, it's a small little town, like tiny, and then you go, and there are ancient ruins everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And monkeys and, you know, all sorts of different tropical like plants and coconuts, and there's like, it's ridiculous. And get a tour guide because they know what they're talking about. Our tour guide was amazing. We were there for 2 days, and go. Just go. Don't even think about it. Just go. Oh, last question. So, you're leaving tomorrow. Money is no option. Where are you going? Everywhere. I would, you know what? Okay, let's narrow it down. I would love to explore Canada. It's ridiculous. I live here. I've been living here most of my life, and I have not seen more than Ontario and Quebec. So what I would like to do is, you know, take my fiance, pack light, rent a caravan. We'll go to like Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, like as far east in Canada, and then rent a caravan and just drive all the way across, all the way to Vancouver. That's what I want to do. It's like my dream. And as a proud Canadian, I think I would like to know what places look like, you know, because I've seen most of Ontario, and I've seen a bit of Quebec, but like literally just go. And then even like go north, like to Nunavut. How cool would that be? I want to sleep in an igloo. That's what I want to do. So yeah, those were the 10 questions. I hope that, you know, this has given you guys who have Wanderlust kind of an inspiration to go travel, because I think traveling is amazing. Once in your lifetime, you have to do it, especially if you're young. You know, finish school and go. Just go, because your eyes will open. You will, honestly, you will just see the world in a different way, and you'll get to experience some really cool things. So go. I can see myself in the television. Awkward. So yeah, that's it. Those were 10 questions. Hopefully I've answered them, you know. I mean, and then I have also things here, you know, I went to Paris during that time. And then also my India visa, we were there for 2 weeks. That was cool. So that would probably be my second most treasured passport stamp, is my entrance to India, because India was, sorry, my nose is itchy. Yeah, because India was